nation. Parliament had turned the old world upside down, and the place chosen for execution was perhaps the final insult. Charles was to be treated as a criminal, with Michael Palace the scene of time. So he would be executed on the scaffold in front of the very place that embodied the Stuart monarchy. Banqueting house. As Charles passed through the building, he must have looked up at the roof in the ceiling to see his father ascending into heaven. What Charles saw next must have chilled him to the bones, and was on the scaffold a set of chains to strings. He made his trouble at a cheap black coffin to receive his body. Charles wanted to address last words to the public, but the vast crowd of people out there on rooftops, leaning from upper windows, was kept well back by the rank of soldiers. The banqueting house had been modified for an execution. The window had been removed. It was set out onto a specially erected scaffold, draped in black. I go from a corruptible to an incorruptible crown, he said, with no disturbances. Charles knelt down on the scaffold, just a minute or so above my head. The restraining chains were, of course, not needed. He said to the executioner, "When I put my hand this way, then." Charles lay down with his head on the block. He murmured a few words to himself, private prayer, of course, and then put out his arms thus, and with one blow, all was over. Architecture to glorify the monarchy had ended up as a backdrop to a catastrophe. The years of the Commonwealth saw many royal palaces fall into ruin. Squatters moved into Windsor Castle. Oliver Cromwell famously occupied the Palace of Whitehall, but even it was put up for sale after his death in 1658. Many saw buildings in the Palladian style of Inigo Jones as painful reminders of royal power and arrogance. Jones's Somerset house was ransacked, and the classical portico, which he had added to Old St. Paul, was vandalised. Jones himself was imprisoned by the new regime and fined £1,000 for being a delinquent. He died in 1652, unaware that the royal palace would ever be built again. In 1660, the unthinkable happened. The heir of the executed king returned to restore the fortunes of the Stuart dynasty, and the new King Charles shared the architectural ambitions of his father and more. Charles II arrived in London from exile in Europe in triumphant style. And Charles brought with him a taste of new French style of classicism. The Baroque of the Belgian reached new heights. The building of the great Palace of Versailles for Louis XIV. Its grandeur and scale
would be the envy of British monarchs for decades to come. But here in Britain, the world had changed. From now on, the monarchy and its finances will be under the control of Parliament. Claims to rule by divine right were well and truly over. But it remained to be seen how the ambition of royal architecture could deal with the reality of reduced royal power. In 1669, Charles II appointed Christopher Wren as the surveyor of the King's works. But the choice of Wren as royal architect would resonate long beyond Charles' death in 1685.
After a brief and disastrous reign by Charles II's brother James, Parliament asserted its opposition to the king, and James fled abroad into exile. Now, events offered Wren a new royal patron.
Parliament invited James's Protestant daughter Mary and her husband William to become joint monarchs. It was called the Glorious Revolution for its empowerment of Parliament, but would also pave the way for the most ambitious royal building for years.
William and Mary were a most odd couple. He was a wheezing asthmatic, stunted, blackened teeth, and a hooked nose. She was attractive, 12 years his junior, and half a foot taller. The marriage got off to a bad start. She was a reluctant bride who tried too much of the marriage ceremony. So you have Mary, emotional, passionate, good-looking, and William, chilly, dour, and grim of visage, but in words, moved into that most unlikely of things, a politically arranged marriage that blossomed into true love.
The blend of the cautious and pragmatic William with his exuberant ardent wife Mary was a magic combination. It meant for the first time since James I, royal building work wasn't going to set a long belt ringing. Parliament trusted and needed William, so Mary could get on with what she liked most, the art of building. She also had the alibi of being a caring wife.
Hello?
Asthmatic William was soon enfeebled by the London damp.
Alright.
10 days after arriving in England, and after seeing her happy husband, Mary flew William and the royal household down here at Hampton Court. It was in the countryside, by the river, away from the smoke of the city. But changes had to be made to the old Tudor buildings. So 2 days after arriving, the royal couple summoned Sir Christopher Wren down to look at the palace and come up with ideas of additions and alterations.
He would demolish the Tudor palace and rebuild it from scratch. Only the great hall would be spared. But the plan was much too expensive. The Queen took charge.
Mary had a great enthusiasm for architecture. She and Wren poured over the glories of Hampton Court. Her judgment exquisite. Together they came up with an ambition. Wren would add a new building attached to the old Tudor palace. A sense of economy prevailed, even though the new building would contain over 250 rooms.
In style too, the new palace would tread a political knife edge. For sheer bravado, it needed to rival the best palace in Europe, while avoiding the impression the old Stuart arrogance was back.
So in that architecture, William and Mary wanted to challenge Louis XV, the Sun King. special qualities muted grounding, and of course printer ray, typical brilliance, turns economic constraints to artistic advantage by using cheaper red brick and laced with limestone. This is a great architectural distinction, and rather than being intimidating to lay aside, this palace is comfortable, it is sedate, has a sense of welcome.
Even so, the palace borrows directly from the thoughtful architecture of royal etiquette.
This is the king's staircase, the start of the king's apartment. The theme here in decoration is the glorification of William. We see here in three guises above him Queen Apollo presiding over the muses of peace, plenty and prosperity. And up here has Alexander the Great with Roman victory over his shoulder, so military patriotism. And here as the Emperor Julian ridding the world of Roman Catholicism. And above all, beside the gods in Banquet looking down and approving the world, the works of William.
But however brilliant the decoration, the most exciting feature here is the arrangement of the king's state apartment. The first room is the guard chamber, where guards are stationed to keep out all idle, mean and unknown persons. Then from here on in, each room